Once upon a time, there was a trader named Miller. One day, Miller and his son embarked their journey for nearby town. The donkey's hooves made a soft, steady clip-clop sound. It was like gentle music for their peaceful trip. It was a sunny day. The kind Miller and his young son walked slowly, feeling very tired. Suddenly, some girls laughed really loudly. They pointed their fingers at the Miller and his son, making fun of them. "Look at those silly people," one girl called out, her voice full of giggles and fun. Another girl quickly added, making fun even more. "They're walking, but they could be riding," she chirped. The Miller and his son looked at each other, their faces turning red with embarrassment because they felt so ashamed. The Miller and his son looked down, feeling very shy. Their steps became a little wobbly because of the mean words the girls had said. On a country road where the sun shone bright and warm, the Miller pointed toward their patient donkey. The donkey just stood there calmly, not moving a bit. With a strong voice, the Miller told his son, "You ride, my boy, and I'll walk." Miller put his son on donkey and started again. As they went along the country road, an old man watched them pass. He didn't say a word, but he gave them a quiet, judging look. The old man shook his head. You could see on his face that he didn't like what he saw. The old man grumbled, "Look at that lazy young fellow. He's riding, but his poor old dad has to walk. That's just not right." His words just hung in the air, like a mean judge's decision, even though no one else had spoken. When the Miller heard this, he climbed onto the donkey's back. Then, they started off again. Soon, a group of women came closer. Their voices got louder because they didn't like what they saw. "Oh, look at that mean old man," the women cried out. "He's riding so comfy, but his poor young son has to walk." But the Miller didn't seem to notice what the women said. He kept on going, not bothered at all by their mean words. But they both stopped. Their eyes looked at the donkey. The Miller felt very frustrated and said, "What should we do? It seems like we just can't make anyone happy." The son had a brave idea. "Let's both ride," he suggested. Both of them climbed their donkey and started again. Now they had old bridge to cross. Several people suddenly stopped right in their tracks. Seeing this, they seemed unhappy. "Look at that mean pair," they cried out. "They're putting too much on that poor animal. It's just awful." The donkey's hooves slipped on the old wooden bridge, and it stumbled. Coming out of the deep water, they were soaking wet. Their hearts felt just as damp and sad as their clothes. The donkey burst out of the water. It shook itself hard, sending river water flying everywhere in a big, wild spray. With a sigh, Miller mumbled, "You can't please everyone." Moral from this is, you can't please everyone, so do what you think is right.